The government of the long-haired macdaddy is using the Canada Summer Jobs Program, which provides grants to employers for the summer so that they can hire youth to, do summer jobs, whatever it might be, get their credits. Non-for-profit organizations needing grants, or any employers needing grants for the summer. The government is now saying that if you do not sign a piece of paper stating your support for abortion and trans rights, you will not get a penny of grant money from the Summer Jobs Grant Program. You won't get anything. Now, keep in mind, the media is spinning this around and saying that the government is simply withholding funds from companies that are anti-gay, anti-abortion. That's not true. The government's not doing that. It's not necessarily, you don't just have to, not be anti-abortion or anti-gay. It's not that. You have to sign an attestation, a piece of paper saying that you support abortion, you support trans rights, you support all of that. Now, this is what's happening in this country. The government is trying to criminalize Christian beliefs, many different religious beliefs like Judaism, Islam, Christianity, socially conservative beliefs that we're not necessarily for abortion, we're pro-life, all those traditional beliefs and basic traditional beliefs that there are more than two genders. The government of Canada is trying to criminalize that. Now, it doesn't matter whether or not you are pro-life or pro-choice, or whether I am pro-life or pro-choice. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. I'm not talking to pro-life people or pro-choice people. I'm talking to everybody who cares about freedom. What the government is doing is trying to impose its views onto employers by saying, we are going to withhold your money because it's taxpayer money. There is no such thing as government money. You know that, right? People in Canada don't seem to understand that. There is no such thing as government money. It's our money. In fact, there's no such thing as someone owning the government. This is our government. They're saying that we are going to withhold your money unless you support our position on abortion and trans rights, meaning that we can have as many abortions as we want. There's more than two genders. There's 58 million genders out there. I'm not saying I support or against it. I'm not saying I'm pro-life or nothing. I'm saying what I am against is the government trying to criminalize pro-life beliefs and pro-Christian beliefs and, traditional conservative, social conservative beliefs. They're criminalizing it. It's like, what do you think? You go out in society these days, you say you're pro-life. It's almost like you stab somebody. And then the liberal people will say, oh, well, religious people and pro-conservative, social conservative people, they like to impose their values on people. And to a certain extent, that's probably true. There are people who want to impose. I've met them. But you have to understand that it's the other way too. You have these hardcore social leftists that like to impose their values as well, which is what the government of Canada is doing right now. The difference is the left, the social liberals, they're the ones with the power right now. And they've had it for a long time, even when there's conservatives in power, because, conservatives have become weak and spineless over the years. They don't stand up for the freedom on both sides, the social liberal side and the pro-life side. It's both ways. So what's happening is that our government, which we own as Canadians, the long-haired macdaddy doesn't own anything. We put him there to manage it, even though the election may have been rigged, but that's a different story. We put him there to manage it, but what he is saying, he thinks that he owns the government, and so what he is saying is that we are going to withhold your tax dollars for grants to help you as employers unless you sign a piece of paper saying that you support abortion and trans rights. Now, this affects millions of people. This affects faith-based organizations. This affects people who are socially conservative in beliefs, and they just can't. Imagine if you were a gay LGBT activist, and there was a government that said, unless you sign a piece of paper saying that you are against gay rights, against LGBT rights, you're not getting grants. That you're paying taxes, you're not getting your money, your grant money to help your business. How would you feel? It wouldn't be very nice. It wouldn't be a very nice feeling. Now, I'm speaking on behalf of people who are being discriminated in Canada. Pro-life people, the faith-based community, people with social conservative beliefs. They are being discriminated against. It is blatant discrimination. I think the government should be sued by many different people. If people in this country had backbone, which they really don't, to be honest, they don't. And people understand that. People who are subscribers to me understand that. People who listen to my videos understand that. They don't, but if they did, they would be marching on Ottawa like I'm going to be doing tomorrow, and they would be demanding that this government either stop discriminating against them or they're going to drag them in court. Now, I can't do that because I don't have the funds to do that. But if people pulled their funds together and did something like that, it could be done. And we would win. Because this is blatant discrimination. Blatant discrimination against the people with socially conservative beliefs, liberal and conservative. This isn't just basically the government saying we're going after organizations that are anti-gay and anti-trans rights. No. They're trying to make all employers support abortion, support trans rights, to support all that stuff. You can't just not be against it. You have to support it. And if you don't support it, if you don't sign away your beliefs, you're not getting the grant money. And you can sit out there and starve for all we care. That is the problem. If they were going after organizations or employers that were viciously anti-gay, burning the pride flag in front of this store, that would still be wrong, to be honest with you. But I wouldn't really care because I would think, well, this is wrong. Why are you as an employer trying to make money so vehemently against, but they're what I'm against is the government trying to force employers to sign away their beliefs. If they believe in it, well, they're not signing away their beliefs. It's no problem. But many employers, and people may not like it, but many Canadians are pro-life. They're socially conservative. That's their view. What are you going to do? Beat the shit out of them until you can't do it. You can't in this country, for now at least. But the government is saying, no, we don't care about your beliefs. If you don't believe in what we believe, we won't support you financially to help your business employ youths for the summer to do worthwhile activities, to keep them off the streets, or to have them get jobs. We're just not going to support you. That is wrong. That is wrong. And it's a sad day in Canada. God is crying. Jesus is crying. Everybody's crying. Even if there's a Muhammad, if there's an Allah, he's crying. And Canada is on the hell list right now. This country's on the hell list. I'm telling you. This country's on the hell list. the hell, the fiery pit list. God does not like Canada right now. Jesus does not like Canada right now. He hates Canada. He spits on Canada. Not Canadians necessarily, but Canada, which is being represented by this long-haired macdaddy emissary of the devil with this cuckold father and this crazy-ass mother he had, Justin the long-haired macdaddy Trudeau, who is saying to employers all over Canada, if you don't support abortion and trans rights and the belief that there's more than two genders, you're not getting your Canada Summer Jobs grant. This is the Iran Nation.